Ho, 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 everyone.
Oh. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Nick.
And we are the
And
Goslings.
this is the Illuminaughty
Afterparty.
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 That's right.
Yeah. This is actually technically our first Illuminati
It
Afterparty,
is
I
the
think.
first Illuminati Afterparty.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a second.
Doing it on Christmas Adam, because Adam came first, by God.
That's right. Clearly. So with Lilith, who are, never mind.
I don't think Lilith was real. I don't think Lilith was real.
Probably not. No, I hope not anyways.
Well,
actually, I think
serpent.
she has.
They said serpent.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, pretty much. I think I've dated her, actually, a couple times. Yeah. You want to do our toast?
Let's
real
do
quick?
it. Take up the broken sword of your father.
And strike down the darkness. Cheers.
Ooh.
That eggnog is so good.
It is very good.
Yeah. So we decided just to do this kind of last minute. I had the night off, and it's the weekend. It's Christmas Adam. We have Christmas Eve tomorrow.
Yep. And it's the end of the year.
It's in the end of the year,
Yep.
and
End of the month.
yeah, Nick and I, we were hanging out tonight, and a bit of divine providence. Our schedules lined up so that we could spend some time together.
Yes.
And we really were just kind of hanging out and talking shop, and talking about a bunch of great stuff that's been going on with the YouTube channel that we'll tell you guys about.
Yep.
And swapping Christmas presents,
Yep.
doing some brother love.
Yep. That's so nasty. Brother love.
Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers got a hug.
Emotional damage.
Talk about that in a second too.
We'll talk about that in a second too.
And then we just figured, like, look, Nick is dressed up like, old Saint Nicholas.
That's
over here. Nicholas, Leess, and I'm clearly B&E Santa, breaking and entering Santa. I'm like young Santa, like when he's in his like Sons of Anarchy days.
Yeah.
I'm like short Opie, from SOA, and
If you broke into my house, I'd point my gun at you, like, wait a minute, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Wait.
Give me all your cookies. Like, why you got the gun, Santa? Like, also, Gen 2 frame Glock 19. That's a little, bush league, right?
Man, we got a ton of people in the chat.
Yeah.
Ice Queen. First of all, Ice Queen Empress.
Ice Queen. Oh my gosh, Ice Queen. Thank you
so much for the support. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, Nick was telling me about some conversations that you guys were having earlier in the week, and I'm so glad that we were able to help in a way. I'm going to follow up with you in a couple of days or maybe next week and see how you're doing. But Nick told me about the donation that you made, and man, that's so huge. Like, you have no idea how much that helps us. Thank you so much.
Tremendously.
Really, you're on our minds.
Yeah,
Ice Queen. Yeah, you really have.
Thank
And
you so much.
Great. Yeah, it's super sweet. Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey.
Cheers to Harvey Weinstein for having one of the greatest
Best
YouTube handles.
By far.
This is for you,
Harvey
Harvey.
Weinstein. Absolutely. Jim Powell's watching. What's up, brother?
That's right.
Thank you, Jim Powell.
Old Tiki Jim.
Yeah,
I got your Christmas present, by the way, Tiki Jim.
He's toasting with some Elijah Craig small batch bourbon.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Jim is like, there are a handful of about maybe like 4 or 5 people that I have to have when the apocalypse happens.
Yeah.
And Jim is absolutely one of those.
Yep.
Like, Jim and I may have had a previous life where we were both Viking warriors together.
Probably.
And I was like the fat dumb one that like couldn't find where the boat was. And Jim's just like, I don't care. Just go over there and chop their heads off. And I'm like, okay, sure.
I was probably in that former life one of the monks that you guys just slaughtered. You didn't want to bother. Like, I'm trying to tell you something, but you didn't speak my language, and I just annoyed you to the point where you're like, I'm not even going to try to figure it out.
No. Here's how it went. Jim and I were on the raid. I was doing my damnedest to cock it all up, and Jim and I find our way into the monastery. We kill everybody but Nick, and then we get to talking about Nick, and or talking to Nick, and Nick's like, "Yeah, but have you read Genesis 6?" And we're like, "No," Language barrier aside, just suspension of disbelief. And this is like Star Trek with the universal translator.
Right.
It's history.
700 AD.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Sure. And then Nick starts telling us about the Nephilim and the giants, and we're like, bring the tall, funny man with us.
I mystify them with my special supernatural powers.
What? He's a warlock.
They were mine at that point. They're like, we gotta take this guy back.
Yeah, we gotta take the wizard
village.
back with us. The tall, pale, blue-eyed A50 brain wizard.
But we're super glad Jib's watching. Jason Swift. What's
yes.
up?
Papa
Man.
Squatch.
Papa, that's right.
Yeah.
We got Marilyn Biominster.
Let's see. We're
thank you.
Marilyn Biominster. Oh, hello.
We got Pete from Creepy
I don't
Little
think we've
Bug.
had you on.
What's
Yeah,
up, man?
Pete.
Good to see you.
We're Pete. We're so excited to have you back on. Last weekend, last Sunday of January, correct? I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Pete. I cannot wait to talk to you again. If you guys like our content, if you are fans of the Goslings, and you have not heard of Pete's channel, Creepy Little Book,
Yeah, it's good.
We cover like half a dozen things, and we've been doing it for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Pete, his channel, Creepy Little Book, he covers 60 different things, all related, like all the same esoterica, cool conspiracy stuff.
All the time.
Dude, and like he used to do these awesome 6-minute videos. Now he does these amazing like hour-long live streams, and he is a total workhorse.
Yeah.
He does it all the time. He has an awesome fan base, awesome community. Yep. Everybody's friendly. Everybody gets along. Everybody's into the same things, whether it's aliens or Nephilim, Antarctica, Hollow Earth, like all the cool things you could ever want. Pete's channel.
You got to check it out.
You got to check it out. Everything from Nephilim to like, the Order of the Golden Dawn. Like it's super cool. And Pete is a real sweetheart. And his last two videos especially his last two live streams have been really, really cool. So like Pete, we can't wait to have you on and talk about it. And he's been a guest on the Goslings before. And he's gonna come back.
Looking forward to having him back. He says you humble me. No, actually you humble us.
Yeah. Pete, you are
on our show.
You are for sure, truly. Pete is he is the minister of the historical, the pastor of the paranormal, the archon of the weird.
I wish I could do his intro as well as he does. It's so good.
Yeah, I know, right?
From the strange and esoteric to I can't remember what it was. It's so good though.
Yeah, it's really good. The music is great too. I like his like dun dun dun.
We also have
Shay Malin. Shay. Yeah.
Shay McKissick.
What's up, Shay?
What up, Shay?
Shay's I work with Shay.
Okay.
I don't think you've met Shay yet.
I don't think so.
Yeah, super cool. We work together in the day job.
No.
Were you at Treadproof when Jamie and Laurie were there and we busted out cigars?
Yeah, I think so. As big as like 8 people.
And Leland was there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have met Shay. Yeah, cool. Okay.
Cool.
See, I'm getting older, Shay. So like the memory is just,
Whispers TV's watching. Just subscribe to Creepy Little Book. Awesome.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Very
Whispers.
cool.
You will love it. Yeah. Absolutely.
You'll be in good company over there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Lynn, what's up?
And Linder, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you for joining and hopping on.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is we call this the Illumi-naughty Afterparty. It's something new that we're going to be doing moving forward once a month, usually towards the end of the month. We're still going to have a full lineup of guests every week.
Yep.
But we want to jump on and do just one extra thing where we can interact with you guys, update you on what's going on with the show.
Yeah.
Talk about whatever's relevant.
Yeah.
And
we got some cool things that have happened recently too. And
this past couple weeks have been huge.
Yeah, they really have. So like one of the things that we've done is we have changed up our format a little bit where we used to just do this live, raw, unfiltered, uncensored, and it was fun. It got us in trouble a little bit.
We got some strikes.
we got some spankings.
We did.
And then there sometimes would be some technical difficulties that would cause us to run kind of late, and that would be an issue.
Yep.
And then we would also have just sort of like some, I guess it was just sort of stressful sometimes, like making sure everything was coordinated correctly. So what we decided to do was sort of change up our format a little bit and Early on Sundays, from probably 2 to 4 or 3 to 5,
in the early afternoon.
early afternoon, we record our interviews now. That helps protect the channel from any future strikes, and it gives our guests some more leeway so they can be more honest.
Say what they want.
Yep, so that we don't have to worry about violating any community guidelines live.
On the back end. Yep.
Right. And then it also provides our ability to provide Patreon-only content.
Right, we have exclusive content.
And it creates a less stressful environment. I was going to say,
it takes the pressure off.
It takes the pressure off the guest. It takes the pressure off us. Like, it's kind of, it just seems like a better format. And then we then take the previous week's interview and we upload that live afterwards. After we're done recording next week's interview, we upload the previous week's interview live, and we do a live intro, outro.
You're still going to see us live every week.
Yeah.
And then we play the interview that we pre-recorded, and we come back live after.
And we're in the chat during the meantime.
Yeah, we're in the chat.
So we're still interactive.
Yeah, we're still here doing everything. And then at the end, we come back on, we do some shout outs.
Yeah.
You know, we bring the chat up on the screen, and we do a bunch of fun stuff. So we're still here. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be more engaging. And I like that we don't have, it's a really interesting dynamic now that we're pre-recording, because we're not fumbling around with all the technical issues as we're going live at 4:30.
Yeah.
And our guests too, I've noticed, like, the dynamics changed a little bit.
It has.
When we talk to them, I'm just saying, we just, hey, great to see you again. I'm going to go ahead and hit record. We don't have to worry about remembering doing the scripted intro or any of that stuff. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Just
you can fix it all in post.
Yeah, I got it all. I got it.
We can fix it all in post.
Jim said he subscribed to Creepy Little Book. Awesome. Nice. Yes, thank you, Jim. And Red Monarch.
Red Monarch. What's up?
He said, "Happy Saturnalia." Love it.
In keeping with the Derek Gilbert theme.
Yeah. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. And man, I got a lot of great.
Yeah.
We
got so many cool people here.
Overbuild Automotive. Blessings to you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Good
Overbuild.
to see you.
Another cool thing that happened this week was we got monetized.
Yes, the channel's monetized. We hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
We
thank you.
Cannot thank you enough.
It allows us to actually grow in significant ways to get. There's some things in here. Some equipment needs to be refreshed badly.
Upgrade.
Badly.
Yeah.
And we want to add some things to make it a better show. And we want to be able at some point to have someone in here managing some of the captions and kind of doing the
technical stuff.
Yeah, producing and stuff for us.
Yeah, we need like an engineer / producer to take the pressure off Nick and to handle things as they come up in the moment, because we have had some technical issues with our guests. So and we've talked about that before. That is one of the things that we are really hoping that monetization, Patreon, and then super chats and stuff like that. All of that goes to all but the 10% that we're going to tithe, and we're not going to tell you about that until later. But we came up with a really cool idea for that.
We had a really cool idea for that. Yeah, all of because we're Christians. Yeah, and we believe that whatever blessing comes to us isn't ours; is coming to us from if God blesses us with something, we're going to give at least 10% of that back to His work, and then God allows us to live on a 90% commission.
Yeah,
basically,
that's right.
But we have some interesting plans for how we're going to do that and how we want to have an impact with that donation of whatever we make, big or small, doesn't matter. Yeah. But that is something we do have some pretty cool plans. So on January 1st, we're going to be doing a live stream. Me and Jonathan will be our inaugural New Year's live stream. We're going to do it at 5 p.m. Central. So new schedule. Yeah. As of January 1, instead of 4:30 Central, we're going to be 5 Central. And but on that stream, we're going to talk about all the new things we have planned for the year. And before then, between now and then, obviously, day after tomorrow. Yeah. Is our interview with Gary Wayne. Yeah. The Gary Wayne. Yeah, we're going to upload our interview with Gary Wayne that we recorded this last Sunday. It will air on Christmas Day. Yeah. It's funny about Gary. And I'll be in the chat. This will be our fourth or fifth time with Gary Wayne. I think fifth. And Gary Wayne is the author of the Genesis 6 conspiracy. Yeah. For anybody who's new, who doesn't know, like, he is a
he is a living, breathing, walking mentat.
Yep.
From Dune. He is like one of the smartest
Dude.
people we have ever met, and he's so generous with his time, and he knows about royal bloodlines, he knows about Nephilim, he knows about Atlantis. He actually wouldn't talk about Atlantis towards the end of our interview last time.
It was too big a topic.
Because it was too big of a topic.
We have just one more question for you. Talk about Atlantis.
Yeah, and he looks
like, we're gonna need more time.
It's too big of a topic.
Yeah, so we'll get that the next time.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. But yeah, man, Gary Wayne is awesome. And every time we talk to him, like I read his book before I ever met him. I read his book. Then Jonathan got me a signed copy. I was super surprised. He said, "Hey, we're gonna interview Gary Wayne."
Yeah.
I was freaking out. But every time since that we've talked to him, I'm more and more in awe, and I feel like I get a little more nervous.
Really?
The more we get to know him, and the closer I feel like I'm getting to know this guy, I'm realizing just how hot the sun burns the closer you get to it mentally.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this guy, he just at the drop of a hat, he can go so far. He's got so much knowledge. It's not intimidating. Okay, it's intimidating. He knows a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and he knows it. He says like you cannot like speed read or burn through his book. It's 800 pages of fascinating material. But if he'll tell you if you try to like blow through that book, you'll blow a synapse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you will overclock your engine.
Yep.
So it's it's really cool. But man, we'll do a year in review, I think, on January 1 and probably talk about all of our guests.
We'll do a year in review and we'll talk about what's coming up.
And in the meantime, like I'd be curious to see if you guys have any recommendations on who you would like us to have. I think, and we'll probably talk about that again on January 1. We'll revisit that. But
Mike Fisher's in the chat. What's up, Mike?
Yeah.
Good to see you, man.
Shay, by the way, I'm glad to hear from you and see that you made it okay back home to your family. I'm hoping you and Leland have a great Christmas together with all of your people. And I know the weather has not been accommodating for travel anywhere close to here lately.
Gosh, no, it was not great. It was not great.
Dude.
Jason says Icarus did the same thing to his son.
Thank you, Jason.
That's how I feel when I talk to Gary. When I feel like my brain is the wax.
Dude, here's how undeservingly
wings fall off and I plummet to the earth. Intellectual death.
Mm-hmm. That's
and I smile all the way down. It's Gary Wayne. He's so awesome. He's so humble about it.
Well, this is how like undeservingly dumb I am. The whole time you were talking, I was like, "Who's the guy? What's the name of the guy who flies too close to the sun?" I kept wanting to say Prometheus.
Jason's got our back.
And Jason, once again, Jason coming to the rescue. Yeah, Jason. Jason is another one of those guys who, like, when the apocalypse kicks off, it's like him, Tiki Jim, and like literally like 3 other people on the list of like people I want on my Cryptea squad.
It's funny because you're like, okay, in a scenario where the world is ending.
Yeah.
It's total anarchy.
Yeah.
You're thinking, okay,
who's my team?
Who are my 3 guys that I trust my life with, that I want, to have my back? And I'm just thinking, what 3 guys, who do I want to have a drink with? Like, I can drink with that guy.
I mean, also true of Jim and Jason. Yeah, but that's probably a healthier and more realistic hypothetical than my
because you know how it is. I mean,
fantasy doomsday. It
loses desire. The tongue. You say stupid things. You make a fool of yourself when you drink alcohol.
Yeah. When you drink alcohol,
you become very right. You become very, very vulnerable. So be careful who you shame yourself in front of.
That's true.
Basically.
Yeah.
You need to be able to trust those dudes.
Yeah. Jason is
in a gunfight.
Yeah. Jason's awesome. We have a ton of fun whenever we talk, and he is also genuinely one of the deadliest dudes I know. Like,
wow, cool.
I can probably count on one hand how many people I do not ever want to get into a fight, and like Jason's on the list. And that's true. Like, I mean, I'm not anything, like, whatever, but it's just like most people, you're like, dude, if I just come at them hard enough and I just, rough them up and gouge their eyes and hit them in the throat, and twist their balls off, like they're done.
I don't want to get a
and then soccer kick their head until their eyes pop out. But like Jason's like the one dude.
I can't count the people that I do want to get in a fight.
That's what makes Nick healthier and more successful than me in many regards.
Except the kid in the Burger King drive-thru window. Like that dude, I think I could take.
Grab that pimply faced 16-year-old. And
If you forget to put a straw in my bag one more time.
Yeah. When I say a Whopper with everything, that means everything. Look at me. Do you think you can trick me?
I said no onions. That's it. I'm coming inside.
does that? Yeah. Anyways, let's check out the chat here. Flight of Icarus. Yeah, dude, no kidding. I'm looking for baby carriers. I'll handle the other stuff. Yeah, you need like a Jason. I know you probably even sell them. Jason, you need like a baby carrier that has like AR 500 plate around it. You know,
Oh, there you go.
like a little baby papoose, so you can shoot. You know, and have your baby protected.
Is he?
You know.
Was he talking about a mate or just like a literal baby carrier?
No, Jason's married, but that is what I would.
Okay.
That's what I would call her.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I would call my future.
I don't know Jason, so
Yeah.
I didn't know like the language.
They just had their second kid. Jason, how long ago did you have your daughter? Was it like 6 months ago?
He's got
something
two
like that?
kids. One with a mole and one with soft armor. Oh wait, no, that's a babe. What is he talking about? I think I'm lost. I'm lost. Congratulations on number 2, by the way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Overbuilt Automotive has a question here. Goslings, have you heard of Henry Groover? I have so many thoughts. You know what? I have not. I have not. We'll write that down. I'll check him out. What is he? Let's see. He died, traveled through space, resurrection, miracle healing. Interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
That's interesting.
There was also an exorcism priest that Pete mentioned in his last live stream, and his producer Tino was kind enough to provide me the link for it. I got to go back and find that and see if we can get that guy too.
Cool.
Because at least until we can get Adam's dad on here, Adam
get
Burrell's Anglican priest father, who was tapped for the exorcism.
Yeah, who was on the
team.
exorcism team. Trying to get that dude on here.
Yeah.
He's like a hardcore Englishman and an Anglican exorcist.
Yeah.
How fun would that be?
Yeah. That is like, in a way, that is like all the coolest aspects of being English.
Yeah.
You know, like you can just see him with a pipe. He's like Sherlock Holmes meets like a crusader.
And he probably has great teeth. That's how cool he is. That's how cool he is. He's got great teeth.
Right.
He and Adam has great teeth. I'm like, are you really English? You're pulling my leg, right?
Yeah. It's all a ruse. Well, he does do accents. So,
awesome.
Anyways, what are everybody's plans for Christmas? I know a lot of people are traveling to see family, and then a lot of people are hunkered down. You're not going anywhere.
No, we're gonna be here.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna be here. I think Cameron is still planning on going to Memphis. So
in my 20 years ago, in my college days, when I was, trying to find, I was on my spiritual journey.
Mm-hmm.
I was being all cool, and back then they weren't called hipsters,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever they were called, that's kind of what I was. I was the pipe smoking college dude.
Oh yeah, no,
The
same.
intellectual, theological, stuck up, really pretentious.
Same.
So this time of year, I'd always go to a midnight mass because that was kind of the thing to do on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Go to a midnight service.
Mm-hmm.
Midnight service.
Yeah,
Tomorrow we're going
midnight.
to a Christmas Eve service at 3:30 in the afternoon. That's how light
Yeah,
we're doing it this
that's
year.
fair. That's totally
and on
fair.
Christmas morning on a Sunday, I ain't going to church.
Yeah, dude, it's
I'm gonna
Christmas.
be staying home.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I got presents to unwrap.
Yeah, don't tell Gary. Don't tell Gary Wayne. We're not going to church. Don't tell Derek Gilbert. Yeah.
What are you guys doing? What do we got here? Christmas Sunday got 40 miles to see. This is Overbuilt said that he's going 40 miles to see his mom and 91-year-old granny. Cool.
Wow, that's awesome,
great, man. Very cool. Safe travels. A lot of icy.
Yeah, a lot of icy weather, wind, dude.
Yeah.
It was, what was the wind chill? It was negative
19 today
here in
19.
Spring Hill in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Well, you said it was colder here than it was in Idaho, where
I
your
was talking
mom's
to my
family.
I was talking to my family in Idaho this evening, and they were
Cool.
like, "We're going through a heat wave compared to what you're going through."
Yeah.
In Spring Hill, it's
Yeah.
4 degrees right now.
Yeah,
Oh, whoops! There we go. 4 degrees,
yeah.
and this is it feels like -9. crazy. And we're in my garage, my single car, uninsulated garage, and it's actually not that cold.
Yeah, it's nice in here.
I've kept it toasty in here.
Yeah, it's
I know
pretty
some
nice.
tricks.
That's one thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but this actually used to be Nick's garage. You converted it to a tiki lounge. I want to say it was after Mom died. Is that right? Or it was before Mom died? It was after Dad died.
It was
right?
it was in the conversion process when Mom passed. It's about 2.5 years ago that I finished it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Jim's been up here. He's enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jim, he is. Let's see. He's going to be in Florida. He's going to have some family there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right.
Jason says hanging with the Jane family.
That's his wife.
Implementation to rip on them.
They're
celebrating
they're Hindu and or they're Indian.
Okay.
So they're not Hindu, they're Jain. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Godspeed, Jason. Don't say anything
So
I
they're
wouldn't
coming
say.
to this town. You're gonna make them celebrate your Christian holiday.
That's
I
right.
like your style.
Yeah.
That's castle doctrine right there.
That's right. Yeah. That is Crusader castle doctrine.
Yes.
That is crack instead of crack to Chevaliers, be crack to Swift. Castle to Swift.
I love
He's just gonna throw his 95-pound, Doberman at them.
Awesome.
And, no, his in-laws are sweet. They love the kids, so like they're great. Because they hang with the kids.
Yeah,
and they're like great grandparents. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm lucky. My mother-in-law lives just down the road, and she spends so much time with our kids. It's so great.
Oh yeah,
so it's awesome.
Yeah,
it's she's the best.
Mimi's cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
we call her Mimi. Yep.
Yeah,
yeah, she's great.
Overbuilt. You're in Kingston, dude. You're in Tennessee. Nice. All right,
dude. Awesome.
I went to Kingston. Let's see. I went to Kingston in 2011, maybe 2012, during the summer, and met. This sounds so sketch, but I met a former Marine counter sniper from Desert Storm.
Oh wow!
And him and his brother, who was 0311 infantry Marine, they helped me over the course of a weekend build my first FAL.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was
Very
really cool. Yeah, and the whole time I'm there, like I was in good shape, and I was like 27 or something like that. Like or 28. Like I was pretty young, and like I remember just thinking like being around these guys because these were like big dudes.
Yeah.
And they were probably 10 to 20 years older than me, but I remember just being around these guys being like, okay, these guys could kill me at any moment if they wanted to. Like there's nothing I could do to stop them.
I feel like that.
My masculinity was
out
like
of 24
thoroughly
hours
checked.
I feel like that everywhere except in my own home.
Yeah. Well,
that's my policy. Any of these people could kill me.
I think
I'm just gonna ignore them.
Just ignore them and hope they go away.
Just hope they go.
Turn the lights out. Shh. Shut up.
Harvey Weinstein says 7 below here in Indiana.
7 below. Gosh.
Ow.
Yep.
Ow.
And remember, people, eat the bugs and live in your 15-minute cities and, give up your car and but have an electric car. But, oh, wait, no, we don't have the infrastructure for the electric cars. So just starve and die.
Yeah, just starve and die.
Yeah.
That's what they really want us to do. Did you see in that big bill that they just pushed through, the $1.7 trillion bill, there was some language in there that ruffled the feathers of some, based in their right minds conservatives.
No.
There was language in there that provided, I believe it was $575 million.
Really?
That would go towards Planned Parenthood and reproductive health
in
areas where overpopulation are a threat to biodiversity.
Biodiversity?
Yeah, the snails. They literally said in the bill that this is a population control measure.
Well, at least they're being honest about it.
Yeah, at least exactly. They should be honest.
I mean, at least they're not burying the lead anymore.
And that's the thing, and that's probably should be one of the things we talk about on the first. When we talk about the year to come, is that how all of this is coming out in the open now.
Yeah.
And their intentions are not being hidden.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? The conspiracy theories were, we were talking with Gabe about it. How they're basically just, spoiler alerts.
Oh yeah,
Conspiracy theories are just spoiler alerts.
Yeah, we used to call them conspiracy theories, but really they're just spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great meme.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, John Holler, didn't we talk to John Holler about Ectolife?
We did talk to John Holler about Ectolife. Very interesting conversation. And it led us to another really great Gary Wayne's going to talk about that too.
Yeah.
We talked about Ectolife and the implications of that for this like half hour of the, I mean, it's going to be a 2-hour conversation with Gary Wayne on Sundays that you guys are going to be able to see. And I think almost a half hour of it is just about Ectolife.
Yeah. You know, even Russell Brand talked about it.
I saw that. I didn't get a chance to watch it though.
Awesome.
I got to watch it.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of people who have been really shaken up by the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people that you wouldn't expect. It's been an interesting community of people who have sort of come out of the woodwork, woken up, you know, come out of the matrix. And I mean, it's almost unavoidable at this point. You have to really, you have to either be so busy you don't pay attention to stuff, or you have to like really have your head in the sand or be kind of Pollyanna-ish about things to not like wake up to like stuff like Ectolife or like the 15-minute city thing. Like clearly what they want to do is take away your, like there was a guy on a very popular podcast not too long ago talking about the evils of the car manufacturing world. And I get it. Like he's not wrong, you know, and it is horrible, the exploitation that goes on, like for, you know, all the different, I can't remember the mineral that they pull out of there in the Congo, but anyways,
is that like what, for batteries or something?
Yeah, and electronics and stuff.
Okay.
But it was focusing really on like the exploitative nature of the automobile manufacturing industry and how it is modern day slavery. And the numbers are way worse now over there than they ever were over here or anywhere else.
Yeah,
you know, but it's like it's sort of. I was suspicious of it a little bit because it was like the message seemed to dovetail into that. You should feel guilty for having a car, so you should not have a car. But you need a car.
Yeah.
Like, listen, America,
you don't have to feel guilty for having a car.
Right. Don't feel guilty about having a car. I mean, one of the greatest bits of wisdom that our father gave to me was one of the most practical, best bits of wisdom was, Jonathan, you always need to have a working vehicle. Because if you have a working car, you can take care of emergencies and you have work.
Right.
You can go work.
Yep.
You're independent. You have your autonomy. You don't have to depend on other people.
Yep.
And that's the thing. Like if there were two things beyond like your constitutional rights that defined America, it is a big F off car. You know? Not some little European, popcorn fart car.
Well, I have a Toyota Corolla, but that's for,
I mean, you know,
that's just for
you got the minivan, baby.
Gas saving purposes. I do have a minivan.
Yeah.
I used to have a big old, old Chevy.
An
old truck.
Dude, the truck.
I loved it. I only got rid of it because it was crapping out on me.
Yeah, Nick had his own.
Jim Powell and I, we worked together, and we were commuting. This is back when we lived close to each other, and we were commuting, and it was my turn to drive. We were carpooling, and I had my old truck. We're on the middle of I-65. Bumper to bumper, congested, gridlock traffic. My truck dies in the middle of the interstate. Nice. Middle lane. Awesome. My truck, yeah. Sorry, Jim. I know that was a nasty headache. My apologies. What happened to our light? All of a sudden,
he's still around. Jim still loves us. You know. I don't know. Put your face closer to the.
Gosh dang, moon face! All of a sudden.
Are you gonna do a strip? Are you gonna?
No. I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to balance out.
We're getting candy for Christmas.
Jim remembers. Yeah, I mean, how could you forget?
I didn't know we were getting cookies for Christmas.
Oh my goodness!
All right.
Oh man, it was awful. Yeah, it was an awful experience.
I didn't bring any singles with me.
Man, there's so
I'm
many
gonna ride
great
this
comments.
one in the dirt.
I'm gonna jump back to something Mike said.
Mike Fisher.
Man, I gotta go way back.
I know.
There we go. He mentioned. He said, "Can't wait to see Tim Cohen talk about the Antichrist and a Cup of Tea." That's the name of Tim Cohen's book, The Antichrist and a Cup of Tea.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting topic.
Yep.
He lays out a very interesting case. If you haven't seen any of his stuff yet, I think the best. I've watched several interviews with Tim Cohen lay out his case, and the best one is on Josh Monday.
Josh Monday
podcast.
Yeah.
Josh Monday's podcast.
That's Josh Monday's got a great channel too, and we're probably, I think we're like in the works to do like a joint thing with Josh Monday.
I want to
at some point.
I really want to.
Yeah, Josh Monday's been a really cool addition to the repertoire, and yeah,
dude, Gabe Bella's in the chat too.
Yeah, what's up, Gabe?
He's watching Signs for the umpteenth time. I love that movie.
Signs is such a cool movie.
Yeah,
it's not about aliens.
Yeah, they're not aliens.
They're not, and like that was the theory for a long time until M. Night Shyamalan like outright said it in an interview.
Yeah,
he was like, yeah, the reason why it seems like a bad alien movie is because they're not aliens.
They're not aliens.
Yeah, you should go look up that interview and then watch that.
They're demons
movie.
You can shoot.
Yeah, there are demons you can shoot. Which, and if you like that phrase, we have a Teespring. We have a T-shirt that you can buy. Actually, we have 2 with that on it. I think, right? At least 2, if not 3. Yep. We have 2 different designs. We got like the serious looking one with the crosshairs on it, and then we got like the goofy one with the cutesy alien and the crosshair. He's like going like this, and the crosshair is like right over his mouth. So you could put that 168 grain 308 match tip round just right through his gullet.
But just to make sure people don't feel threatened by the reticle around this cute little face, we did put a pentagram on its forehead.
Yeah. We made sure that you knew.
A little more palatable.
Right. You knew that it's, that it's a demonic entity in the flesh. That courtesy of Ectolife.
Gabe says, everyone make sure you hit like on the video, help push the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. Yes, please.
Thank you. It does help.
Everyone who's watching right now, I know everyone is subscribed. Thank you for doing that. If you hit the like button, it'll also help a lot. Costs you nothing, and it's your Christmas gift to me.
Yeah. Jim, you're right, by the way. Every time you think of Ecto or you hear Ectolife, you think of Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Same. Yeah.
I do too. Yep, I do too. And they're growing Stay Puft Marshmallow babies in this lab. I can't, they're
Gozer babies.
It's like they're taking cloning. They're taking AI. And they're trying to just
and CERN
and they're just trying to create people out of nothing. They'll be, and Gary Wayne talks about this, like there are bodies, they'll probably have, they'll have intelligence, like a soul, but they won't have a spirit. They won't leave. They're probably going to die. They might grow into adulthood and then turn them on or whatever. And then they'll probably just live a short life and die.
Yeah,
because there's no spirit there, because they're crossing all the streams of these different technologies to try to create a human in their own image. It's not going to work. It's failed with they tried to grow sheep, and some other animals, and they brought them to full gestation, and they brought them to life, but they almost immediately died.
The Soviets tried the same thing after World War II with chimpanzee human hybrids. And they tried to build a monkey army. I'm not making that up, dude. Monkey army. Can you imagine the uncanny valley horror of a monkey army? And here's the even crazier part. Jason, you can confirm this for me. People talk about that in the U.S. Army in Vietnam. They said we ran into monkey soldiers.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is so creepy.
You want to talk about creepy?
Why would that never get reported?
Can you imagine the implications?
Oh man,
dude! I mean,
CRISPR's going after that right now. They're wanting to do that.
Well, dude, Vietnam was already unpopular enough. You imagine how unpopular if it would be if like Walter Cronkite went on there and said like, "Today we lost a full battalion of Army Rangers because of monkey soldiers. They're coming out of the trees."
It'd give the hippies something else to complain about. Now we're shooting animals. Now we're killing chimpanzees.
PETA would, PETA would be all up their ass about
right
it.
In the missile instead of Jane Fonda.
I'll pass.
I'll pass on both of those.
I have so many jokes, and I can't say any of it. I mean, it is the Illuminati after party, so maybe I could, but I don't want to. Whatever.
Jim says. I love this comment. I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick ass,
and I'm all out of bubble gum. Dude, They Live is another one of the greatest movies. And I'll say this, about They Live. They Live has, I believe, the greatest hand-to-hand fight scene in cinema history. It's not the flashiest. It's not the fanciest. It's not the most technically proficient. It's Rowdy Roddy Piper and Keith David beating the crap out of each other, actually landing some hits in a back alley. It's so awesome.
Raw.
And it's like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
It's like a real fight, only with stamina.
Yeah, right. Yeah. There's this great moment where like they're squared off against each other, and I can't remember. I think like Keith David had like a broken beer bottle, and then Rowdy Piper saw it and like grabbed like a 2x4 or something and smashed like the side of a car with it.
Yeah.
And it actually like broke the windshield, or it threw glass everywhere, and Keith David like backed up, and Rowdy Piper, like they're in the middle of beating each other up, and Rowdy Piper stops. He goes, "Oh man, I'm so sorry," and then they like started fighting again. Yeah. It's such a cool movie. Also, my second crush is in that movie, Evil Lynn. Meg Foster, chick with the blue eyes. Okay. Yeah. She was my
Brandon the Zealot. Thanks for watching, Brandon. Brandon, he says best fight ever, so that must be an amazing fight scene. I'm telling you, I need to check it out.
Brandon, I'm pretty sure we connected over on Creepy Little Book, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's where we started talking to each other. Pete's community over at Creepy Little Book, like, you will make friends.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to do one before Christmas is over. So stay tuned to the Creepy Little Book channel. Yeah. I think he's doing one either tonight or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, let's see. Oh, and Tucker
and on Christmas Day, after the presents have been opened and after the Christmas lunch or dinner,
your belly is full.
You got nothing to do.
Your credit card is maxed out.
You don't feel like getting everyone into the car and going down to the theater.
You just want to go sit in the toilet.
You want to veg. There's nothing good on.
Lock the door.
That's when we're going to be airing the Gary Wayne interview.
Yeah,
feel free.
Yeah,
to hog out on some deep esoteric end times.
Yep.
Deep. It's a deep dive, informative session.
Some BDE GW action. Another thing that we have, by the way, is we have a Stream Deck. We have a Stream Deck soundboard that I don't think we have used on any of our live streams yet.
I don't know if we have or not, but it basically we can play sounds. Now we're trying to figure out how to get this thing to work, but you guys know some of these things. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, we got that. You gotta have that. And then disappointment. Yeah. We got a lot of probably shouldn't go through all of them.
No, we're not gonna go through all of them.
But you will, this is
we got some naughty ones on there. We do. Yeah. I like to play the
he put them on there hoping I'd accidentally hit them in the middle of a live stream while we're talking to like Billy Graham or something. And
that actually is a little true. It's I don't know what's sadder, the fact that like I'm predictable enough to where Nick knows all my tricks, or that Nick is so accommodating that he lets me do it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, which is
I can't say no to you. Let's see. So what do we got on there? We got lines from Dune.
Gabe, this is for you, buddy.
Again, it is the legend.
Yeah. Don't we have another Dune one on here?
It's this one right
here. Yeah, that's right here.
You guys are familiar.
This is part of the wooing way that we will teach you.
The Gary Wayne.
I'm trying to like Dune. I'm trying to get into Dune culture, but I just can't. I don't know. I'm trying. I haven't given up.
Said bye-bye.
I love that one. Yeah, give us some more Daddy T.
And we said bye-bye.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the one I should have used when Nick was talking about his lack of love for Dune.
Okay.
Oh, Gabe, let me tell you, you're updating your Stream Deck today. I'm going to tell you right now, we found some awesome Dune sound bites, and like, dude, the world is your burrito.
Yeah.
Like,
I should send the link to that.
Yeah, dude, it is crazy. Some awesome stuff that we, let's
see. You're going to be hearing this.
No, God, please, no. No.
Everyone loves Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Right. The classic oof. And if there's a sound that particularly annoys you, tell us. Or if there's a sound that you think you would love to hear on the after party live streams, dude, let me know.
Yeah.
We will get it. We will find it.
This one is Nick's kid's favorite one.
Emotional. Oh, damn it.
It's my favorite too. It's my favorite too.
Yeah. Let's see.
It was either this, either hit a or have to come up with drinking games. I'd be so smashed by the end of these live streams that it would be counterproductive, I'm sure.
I need to take a picture of this because Nick has also imported like awesome little icons and labels for a lot of these that are really cool.
It's fun.
No ticket.
Emotionally, Gabe says, I love this one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Go
Gabe
ahead.
says emotional damage is great.
Yeah,
it's one of the best memes.
And the great thing, Gabe recommended this Stream Deck to us, by the way. So like, Gabe has also been a really big help with our back of house stuff, our YouTube algorithms, keyword stuff. And I don't know if you're taking on clients or not, Gabe, for that sort of thing, but like, Gabriel Bello Music is an awesome channel to check out. He is a Christian saxophonist and singer. He went to Lee University a little bit before Nick and I went there, I think.
He's an award-winning jazz saxophone player.
Yeah. Gabe is legit. Super smart. Lots of fun. Very cool. He gets all my dumb movie jokes and doesn't get bored, or worn out. And but also, like, Gabe, I don't know if you hire yourself out for YouTube algorithm advisement, but you probably should, because like we kind of have Gabe to thank in a lot of ways for being able to be monetized so we can run ads now. We also have the capacity for super chats and super stickers, which is huge.
Gabe says that he's all of those things, those accomplished things that we mentioned, but one who talks about aliens and Jesus as well.
That's right.
And that's what we love. That's what we love about you. We love about you. And Linder, this is really interesting. Lynn said the VN monkey soldiers are creepy little chimeras. I've seen one on video.
What?
I want to see that video.
Will you send that to?
Would you mind sending, if you could find it? Like, is it a link or a site or something?
Where's the best place? If people wanted to contact us, where's the best place to do it?
Well, you can. Well, good question. Instagram. You can direct message us on Instagram at the Goslings.
Yep.
Twitter at the Goslings, or you can email us too, which is thegoslingsgroup@gmail.com.
Yeah.
thegoslingsgroup@gmail.com.
And you can also gain a bunch of behind the scenes content, exclusive content, and discounts on stuff by checking out our Patreon page.
Yep.
We got Nick and I worked up like a bunch of different tiers that are all in fiat currency monetary denominations.
Yep.
5, 10, 20.
Yep.
50.
And I'll tell you 100. This too, as an example of the type of exclusive content we have, like the Gary Wayne interview coming up on Sunday. It's 2 hours of Gary Wayne that's going to be streamed live on our channel.
Yeah.
There's a whole other hour that we had with Gary that is exclusive just for our patrons.
Yeah.
Which is why we started pre-recording, because there's some things you can't say.
Yep.
On the YouTube.
And we found that out the hard way with Gary Wayne.
He's the one that got one of our strikes.
Yeah.
He got one of our strikes because he said Charlie Vector.
Yeah.
And that was
the
we got a slap on the wrist.
C19.
Yeah.
And so, but that's the thing. Like, dude, we talked to Gary Wayne for 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, and 2 hours of that, 2/3 of that will go, live for everybody to see. But that extra hour were like all the sauces.
I mean, think about your Gary Wayne. You know everything in the universe, basically.
Right. Yeah.
You're 3 hours.
He is the Kwisatz Haderach. He's not even a Mentat.
You're exhausted. You gotta go. You've done it. You've been going for 3 hours, and the very last question is, talk about Atlantis.
I know, it's so dumb.
Gary, we only have 15 minutes before we go live. Talk about Atlantis.
You just watch, like, poor Gary. You just see the gears in his brain like start spinning to the point of like just melting. Because he's like,
he does get a look when he's done.
He does. It's also the same look that this Joker kind of gets.
My eyeballs
sometimes.
are floating.
A little bit. Yeah, his eyeballs start floating. He gets this glazed over. Like we did this sports ball parody thing.
Oh man.
And actually, was it the sports ball or was it the weird mysteries video?
No, we were going through the sports ball thing.
We made a couple of exclusive, like Patreon only, behind the scenes kind of things.
Reaction videos.
Yeah. And one of them was for
it's like a 20-minute long montage of greatest sports moments.
Yeah, just like sports ball stuff, basketball, football,
and we were
baseball.
playing it off like we don't know anything about sports, but still trying to comment
because we don't. And I look over, and like we're riffing, and I'm riffing, and I'm riffing.
Yeah, all of a sudden,
and I'm riffing, and I look over at him, and he's got the look.
I just glazed eyes. I've hit the wall. I'm done.
He's hit the
It's
wall.
like all of a sudden, the jokes just stopped halfway through this thing.
He is pumpkin.
I do get to there.
His carriage has turned into a pumpkin.
Normally, I've hit the wall by this point. What time is it? 10:40 our
Yeah,
time.
10:40.
Normally, I'm like an hour past my wall, but I slept in this morning. I have to say, I'm feeling rather good.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, and it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So.
It's
and I
Christmas.
have eggnog. Got eggnog here.
Yeah.
So.
But we did, and I think we actually ended up losing that video to some computer stuff that happened. But we did do this other one where we watched some mystery videos, some weird, mysterious videos from the internet, and we got some cool material out of that. We got some funny stuff out of that. So, but yeah, we're looking to do more of that kind of stuff to, fill up the time with something a little bit more engaging, little different, kind of a palate cleanser, And anyways, let's go back up, and man, you guys have been awesome in this chat. I always love it when it's such a cool problem to have when the chat gets away from you and you have to go back and sort of catch up. We do, Mike, you're right. We do need one that says Sparta.
We have Freedom from Braveheart.
Yep.
Of course, you got to have that sound. But we need This is Sparta. Yeah. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. Yeah, we even he's got this is the actual Braveheart replica sword right here, the Claymore.
I'm gonna break the house.
Except that was the moment when he was getting his
guts pulled out of him.
Yeah. His intestines pulled through his belly button.
Just want to see if I could just casually talk and just watch Nick in the replay just try to dodge this thing. Just whack, ding.
It doesn't need to be sharp for him to kill me with it.
I am the weapon.
Yeah. Oh man,
we got some others. Let's see. We got an Indiana Jones one.
Everyone loves Indiana Jones. Oh yeah, I love it. Which reminds me, the new Indiana Jones movie's coming out next year.
Oh, that's right.
We got to do a
reaction.
We got to do a movie. We got to do a reaction video to the trailer.
Yeah,
because I have some things to say.
Yeah,
I've got some things to say about the new Indiana Jones movie.
Here's the thing about Indiana Jones, and you know what? We actually talked about this a little bit on there. It's a 2-part episode. There's this podcast called Dancing with Ourselves that our friend Jay Reese Bradley, a fellow indie author, homeschool mom, super cool chick, her brothers and one of their friends run this 80s podcast, this 80s pop culture podcast called Dancing with Ourselves. It is super fun. And they had us on back in September, I think, or October.
Yeah, September.
It was September, yeah. And man, we talked to them for 2.5 hours. So they split it up into 2 episodes, and it hit rotation and got released last week, part 1, and then yesterday was part 2. And I'd forgotten a lot of it, but we went back and listened to it, man. And
yeah, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. It was really cool.
The 80s, yeah.
Dancing with Ourselves. I think they're on Spotify and iTunes, and then Buzzsprout, I think, is one of the. It's like an offshoot thing.
It's some
but they have a Facebook page
hipster
too.
Offshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we talked about Indiana Jones and here's
some beard oil platform. I don't know.
Some man bun BS. You are not a samurai. I will cut that man bun off you. Yeah. You know who the only guy on planet Earth
put the IPA down.
Yeah, put the IPA down. I can see your man boobs. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, there's estrogen in it. Come on.
That's great.
No, but Indiana Jones, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is the best Indiana Jones movie. It's not the most iconic, but it's the best because it has the best themes. It has the best cast. And it's got the best ending. They literally ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, it's got a crusader in it.
Yeah.
It's got the Holy Grail. I mean, spoilers on a 30-year-old movie.
It's awesome. Still got the Nazis.
It's still got the Nazis.
Yeah,
it's got the hot Nazi chick.
Mike says, how about the John Wick quote where he says, I need guns.
I need guns. Lots of guns.
Oh, wait, no, that's not John. I thought that was from The Matrix.
That might be from The Matrix, but I think it's in John Wick too. Because I think it might be a callback.
Maybe it's just
I don't know. Jason, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Mike, you might be able to correct me too. Yeah. But that is a line from the. You're right. I think that is a line from The Matrix. But We named the dog. Oh, yeah. We named the dog Indiana. The dog? You were named after the dog?
I've got a lot of fond memories with that dog.
You're right. That's one of my favorite parts of the movie because he does. Harrison Ford just like growls from the saddle and he's like, I got a lot of fond memories with that
bitterness
dog.
There, like there's something happened with the dog that could be its own movie.
Yeah. I wonder if they explored it in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, that TV show that they did after Last Crusade. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, the dog. You were named after the dog. Henry Jones Jr.
Shia LaBeouf is
we named the dog Indiana. Nick's got a better Sean Connery than I do, but I got a pretty good John Rhys Davies.
You have a very good John Rhys Davies.
So I tell you who's hard to master is and Adam is excellent at it. Boromir, Sean Bean.
Oh yeah,
Trevelyan. You know.
Yeah.
Ed Stark.
He's
yeah,
so great.
He's got that
So
Sheffield accent,
Uh-huh.
and man, it's tough to nail.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a great Sean Bean movie, by the way, for anybody who is like my age or a little younger who might be watching. Ronin.
Oh my gosh, Ronin.
Dude, Ronin was like the cool
one of the
movie,
most underrated films of all
I mean,
time.
truly, but like if you were into Mission Impossible, if you were into Goodfellas, if you were into The Professional, you know, with Jean Reno, if you were into Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and then what's the other Guy Ritchie film about the brothers? Dude, it's super popular. I'm so dumb.
Boondock Saints?
Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
If you were into like that kind of like cool guy shoot 'em up stuff from the 90s,
dude, Ronin
is like one of the greatest, and it had the best car chase.
That's what I was gonna say. It has one of the best car chases in
movie history,
cinematic history.
Yeah.
And that's including the car chase in the Italian job.
Yeah, I think so.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, but Ronin was better.
Ronin was long. The stunts are amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
The action's good, and you know what? It was Robert De Niro. I guess he was probably like 50 when he made that movie.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, it was the last movie that I'm aware of where Robert De Niro was like physical. You know, like he was still young enough to be punching and shooting people.
Yeah.
You know, and he's good. He's really good at it. Jean Reno's killer in it. But yeah, Sean Bean's in that movie too. Awesome. And man, he's just awesome.
Yeah, see Ronin if you haven't seen it. It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So
man.
I know, dude. I think the chat's killer.
I know, it's been great, man. So good. Well, I don't know if we have anything else. We're coming up on an hour.
Oh, we are. Dude, we've been doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, this has been awesome. I really appreciate it, you guys jumping on. I know it was spur of the moment. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend.
I just wanted to jump on because it was a holiday weekend and say Merry Christmas and say thank you.
Yeah.
For the support.
Yes.
For, all the things that you did, right? The subscribing and the liking the videos.
Yeah, and the super chats.
The chats
and dude, it's been awesome.
Man, thank you guys. As we wrap up the year, we love you all and pray God blesses you.
Yeah.
And looking forward to next year, and we'll be talking about all that stuff on January 1. And of course, this coming Sunday, we're going to I think it's fitting that our last interview be with the great Gary Wayne.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect. But I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Stay warm.
Yeah.
And we'll see you.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next year.
Overbuilt. I'll check the emails. Mike, thank you. Jason, dude, so good to have you. Jim, always good to have you too. Pete, if you're still watching, because I know you like to creep, with your creepies. Then I know you like to lurk in the background. Love you, buddy. And man, thank you to everybody else. Overbuilt, travel safely. Gabe, love you, bud. Just like Nick said, hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. This was Spur of the Moment. Yeah. We know it's a holiday weekend, is the holiday weekend of the year.
Yes.
And we kind of just took advantage of some downtime, and we're really glad that you joined us too. So thank you, and Merry Christmas. And we will see you January 1st, 2021.
Yep.
Or 2023.
2023.
Whatever. Or maybe we're going to go back in time.
Oh,
maybe
gosh.
I'm not just an
Don't
idiot.
say that. Don't say that.
I almost had it. Just what's one that we can end on to properly show how stupid I am? Here we go.
How about this one?
And we say bye-bye.